What if I told you that assembling Gunpla doesn't need to be difficult, doesn't need to be expensive? There's even a lazy and cheap method with no less amazing result. This time with me Ilman and Mr. Alice. We will tell you how to build Gunpla properly, correctly, according to the international standard. Good Gunpla building procedure or GGBP. First, let's prepare our very cheap equipment. First one is the nipper. Like in my previous video, the nipper has to be flat on one surface. You don't have to buy the same one like mine. This is expensive. Next, there are ice cream sticks. Believe me, buying the sticks is cheaper than buying with the ice cream. Then super glue. Next is sandpaper. I don't care what brand of sandpaper. The important thing is the cheaper, the better. I bought this in my local material shop.
I recommend 400 and 1000 grit.
And the last one is the most phenomenal, it is plain pepper. What for? You will find out what it does at the end of the video. First, we need to make a tool for sanding, which we need sandpaper, ice cream stick, and super glue. Put the glue on back surface of the sandpaper. Stick it on to the ice cream stick. Put more glue on the other side of the ice cream stick. Bend it. Wait a minute, then tidy it up. Write down the grid in case you forget. Now, why should it be like this? Why it have to the ice cream stick? Because ice cream sticks are cheap. Then the stiff of new sandpaper shape can help you maintain the flat shape of the Gunpla part. Because if the sandpaper is flexible, imagine what happens. Yes, it could be that the corner of your Gunpla part was sanded and become curved, so it become ugly like you. Unless you want to sand curved surface, please use a flexible sandpaper such as foam sandpaper or plain sandpaper.
Next stage is separating the Gunpla part from the runner. In the first cut, leave a few millimeters distance from the part. It is better if the first cut is on a thick gate. Position the flat surface of the nipper against the part like this. Do the same for other gates. This is done to avoid damage on the surface of the part if the cutting is done too close to the part. Next, trim the remaining knob with the flat surface of the nipper facing the Gunpla part. Try to save a little bit of the knob. Don't finish it right away. Repeat cutting the rest of the knob until very little remains. Once again, to avoid damaging the surface of the part and leaving stretch marks. Next, we go to the sanding stage. First, use a 400 grit sandpaper, or if it feels too rough, you also can use 600 grit. Scrub the surface where the knob mark is on. Sanding is done with one directional movement to avoid changing the shape of the part due to the uneven pressure of the sandpaper on the part. Check if the rest of the knob is gone and the part surface is flat. Next, we use the 1000 grit sandpaper. Do the same thing. Use your finger to check whether the surface is flat and the marks from the previous grit sandpaper are gone. And the last stage, tear a little bit of pepper that was mentioned earlier. Rub on the part with a little pressure. Take it easy, hot rubbing with plain paper will not change the shape of your part. You can see the result, smooth like a virgin ass. Repeat for the other part.
You see this? Can you see? You don't need expensive equipment. So that's it video from me. I hope you like it. Once again, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share.
In this time of pandemic, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay at home.
Goodbye, and we will meet again in my next video. Are you curious? Yes, right? Right, of course. Alice greetings.